What's going on, everybody? SC here, bringing you yet another week of the KCM. It's week 3 already, and we're jumping into game number 1. It's Sharp versus Best on Vermeer. Let's get it started. Alright, bringing up the lineup on screen. We got Royal, Sharp, JYJ, Snow, Best, Bisu, Queen, Soma, and of course Hero. Looking at this lineup, it is an all-star lineup here, to be honest with you. I don't see a single unproven player here in this week of the KCM. Everyone bringing out their strongest. So we should have a very close set of games here. I don't see anyone running away with this one, although we have seen some pretty strong showings from the likes of Snow recently. We're going to be starting out here with Best in the top left-hand corner and Sharp down in the bottom right. Nice cross map on Vermeer. Plenty of space, open space here for these two to fight head-to-head. Let's see what kind of strategy Sharp pulls out, because he is extremely aggressive. I'm not sure if Best is well suited for this matchup. We'll see, though. He's going to be starting out here with an early gateway in base, so no Nexus first. Nexus first, really strong in cross map position. Of course, he doesn't know that he's in this position as of yet, but it's a reasonable build to start off with. But of course, Sharp very aggressive. Maybe Best doesn't want to throw that Nexus out in the front, fear of losing that early on to a bunker rush or something. Could be in the back of his mind. Instead, he's just going to open nice and calm with a gateway and a gas, getting into Cyber Core here. Nothing out of the ordinary in terms of just a normal conservative opener for both players. Guys, I want to talk a little bit about the 1,000 subscriber special. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you will have seen that we've reached 1,000 subscribers finally. We're back to 1,000 subscribers. Actually, on the previous channel, we had surpassed 2,000 subs, but of course we were banned. Now that we're back to 1,000 subs, though, I wanted to do something for you guys, for the subscribers out there, as a big thank you. So I have been trying to set up some sort of special event with a cash prize. I've been advertising it on the channel, but I haven't gotten a lot of response. Quite a few people like the post, but we haven't had too many people sign up, so I've had to postpone it twice already. I set it up for about 3 weeks ago on a Saturday, and then I tried to set it up this weekend for a Saturday as well, but we only ended up getting 3 people or 4 people signed up, so that's a little bit disappointing. I thought more people were definitely going to show up, so we're just going to postpone it for now. If you're interested in doing that, let me explain it a little bit further. What my plan was here is just to bring you guys some macro or some micro challenge games. Nothing like no 1v1 tournament or anything like that. Just some fun stuff that's not going to take too long. Probably in total the event will last maybe an hour and a half, depending on how many people we have. But yeah, just some short micro and skill testing games that you can improve your skills and just show off what you know about Broodwar. Of course, luck will be involved as well. It's not just going to be purely skill based. I just want it to be fun and enjoyable, and hopefully we'll make a video out of it, put it on the channel as well, and yeah, give away some money. So If you're interested in that, if you want to check that out, just go ahead and click the link in the description below. Sign up, fill up your name, fill out your name, your Discord, and of course your battle.net ID, and yeah, when we get around to it, I will let you know. Once we have enough people signed up, I will let you guys know when that's going to be. And hopefully it'll be a good time. So getting back into this game, we've got the Nexus finishing up here. A vulture is going to make it in. Actually, 2 vultures across the map here. So Best smartly pulling back his workers, just getting them up into the main base. He's putting quite a bit of pressure onto the front here, but he has to keep his other 2 Dragoons back at home. So this tank should be able to, in unsieged mode here, push back the 2 Dragoons there at the front. 2 vultures making it in here, almost getting into the main base, but the block on the ramp pretty good. 3 probes do go down. Pretty good trade here for Sharp, though he hasn't gotten to place any of his mines, so going for that speed first pays off pretty well, but now he's out of map control. He really doesn't have any vision on the map. He has no mines out there, so just kind of sitting back at home with not too much information about what's coming, what's going on with Best's base. So Best out here, pure map control. He's gonna kind of shut Sharp into his own main here. Big group of Dragoons sitting at the front. There's not really too much you can do here. Do not step forward with those tanks. 5 Dragoons will shoot that down in 2 shots. In fact, only 4 Dragoons will shoot that down in 2 shots, so a bit of overkill. All you need to do is target this down. Oh goodness, good job pulling that back in time there, Sharp. Being a little bit impatient, not wanting to repair this forever, but he needs to wait for his eventual siege mode to finish up. Oh god, the SCV is behind this. That's very, very bad. He does pull that away. If the SCV is behind the tank, you can very easily end up losing that. Ooh, really good there. Sharp gets 2 Dragoons and doesn't lose his tank as well. The siege up on the high ground, very, very smart stuff. Baiting that Dragoon, or that group of Dragoons forward to try and pick off that single tank, but it just doesn't end up working out. Best loses again 2 Dragoons. Very, very rough for the early game, but let's see if he can make some of that back with this drop here. What has he got in the drop? It's got to be a Reaver, possibly a Zealot as well. No, a Dragoon here plus Reaver. He's gonna go after the missile turret. He will get that missile turret plus an SCV, and now he's got free range of the base. Nothing can stop him here in the main or the natural, except for these Marines come into the natural, making sure he can't unload in this area. Gonna move back towards the main base, see if he can find a spot where he can hit something here. I think this SCV gonna be taken down. No, he just backs away. Best keeping himself and this shuttle alive. Do not want to be losing an early shuttle, especially not with that Reaver inside. It's very, very painful. Oh god, another Dragoon kill. Best bleeding Dragoons, bleeding that blue blood all over here in this early game. With 3 Dragoons going down already, I feel like Sharp maybe tempted to do a timing push here, even though it's cross map. That's a lot of lost Dragoons. Maybe just taking an early 3rd base is going to be better. Yeah, Sharp gonna go ahead and throw down that quicker 3rd base. He's not afraid of being overwhelmed here in the early game. He can just push out and stretch his forces onto that 3rd, try to hold both these locations at the same time, and I think he should be successful in doing so. Another pair of vultures heading out on the map, going to look for some kills, possibly at the 3rd base. No mines have been laid so far, so a little bit unfortunate. Okay, he's gonna lose 1. Looks like about 2 kills with that vulture duo. before getting picked off there. Best gonna grab a 4th base really quick here. I think it's about time for Sharp to start moving out with this command center here. 2 Reavers here in the main. He's going after the machine shop right now. Do we not have mines finished, actually? I think there's no mines because Goliath range is actually done. With Goliath range done, I guess that mines has been delayed by quite a bit. That is the longest upgrade in the game, I believe. Goliath range upgrade is a very, very long upgrade. Like 2 Reavers here. That tank could possibly hit that if he had vision. For the moment, doesn't actually have that vision. The 4th base on the way here for Best. Sharp leading towards a move out here. I think is being a little bit cautious here, not moving out quite yet. The only thing that Best has available right now, oh god, that's unfortunate, losing a tank there as he tries to push forward just beyond the bunker. Best manages to get 2 shots off with the Reaver, and another tank goes down. Okay, the earlier couple of Dragoons that went down have now been equalized here. Best doing a great job picking off tanks as they try to push out. I mean, we're not talking about a push across the map here from Sharp. He's not going to the enemy base right now. He's trying to push a few feet outside of his own natural here, and struggling mightily to do so. So Best with the control, the Reaver control, looking to be on point this game. It's like some vultures will manage to slip by, but this command center is under threat right now. That command center just landed and there's no tanks to defend it except for from the high ground. So perhaps Best could get in here with a big group of Dragoon, try to kill that 3rd. He is coming towards it now. Meanwhile, a drop here in the 4th base, but the real story, I think that command center in the 3rd is actually gonna die. Oh my god. We're not getting it on screen, but the command center is super low. Oh no, command center goes down. Oh my god, so painful. Oh man, Sharp, who was already delayed by quite a bit here trying to take his 3rd base, is now gonna lose that command center, and there's really there's almost no way to return after a loss like that. It is so hard to come back against a professional player. If you lose your 3rd base, it's just incredibly difficult. You're gonna have to do some sort of wild push. You're gonna have to kill a lot of probes. That's what Sharp is trying to do right now. He's trying to get some kills here. He is focusing down a few probes, but great surrounds there with the probes just fighting back against this. Now another command center, 2nd attempt here from Sharp. He's gonna try to get that 3rd up, but it's already so incredibly late. You can see the 4th base from Best is up and running right now. There are probes transferred, and he can't even stop these probes now. Oh my gosh, this is so rough right now for Sharp. His 3rd base is gonna be incredibly late. Yeah, he's gonna need a 4th, actually. He should be, if he's planning to go for a macro game here, just throw down a 4th command center right now and try to take both at the same time. Otherwise, he is gonna be in such a bad spot. There's really not much hope of coming back at that point. Looks like another few kills here with the Reaver just retreating perfectly is Best. Oh no, oh god, everything going wrong for Sharp today. Sharp gonna lose his dropship. He's gonna try and get into a good position with this vulture. I think he can hit some probes that come to this one mineral patch on the right, but eventually that's gonna get cleaned up. And Best just getting further and further ahead here, now at 180 supply. just about maxed out, and not just at the perfect time actually, because Sharp is moving out to take his third, and I think with max out supply, Best should be able to run this position over and potentially end this game. There's the SCV transfer and mass gateway units piling across the map here, getting ready, getting prepared to take on this huge army with triple shuttle. Zealot's gonna be dropped on top of a lot of this stuff. There are the tanks. Oh god, a huge mine connection there on the left side. Great drops there, great bombs, Zealot bombs on those tanks on the right hand side as well. I feel like Zealots are getting a little bit clumped up here. Zealots should be coming from the top side as well, but everything piling through a very tight corner, and Bez kind of botching this attack. I would have loved to see more Zealots come from the top side of this little doodad, this little lake here we have in the middle of the screen, and try to jump on top of those tanks, but everything piling up there and getting stuck on top of each other, eating way more tank splash than should have ever happened. That is very unfortunate, because this is giving Sharp a good leg back into this game. Unfortunate for Bez, of course, very fortunate indeed for Sharp, who is now setting up for his fourth base, and he potentially may end up getting it. That supply drop was insane. Bez lost a huge amount in that fight. He almost gets the probe as well at the fourth, or at the fifth, the potential fifth down here at the bottom left. That's crazy. That would have been an enormous delay for Best's continued expansion here around the map. Nice job laying down mines behind Best's army there. Oh man, a drop. Was that the first storm drop of the game? It very well might have been. And gets shut down completely here by Sharp. I'm liking Sharp's position more and more here. This could be a really fantastic comeback from Sharp if he continues to shut down the harassment opportunities here of Best in this game. More harassment coming over here from Sharp's side. Let's see if he can actually get some kills. Looks like not. Those two cannons and very nicely positioned pylons there going to shut this down very, very well. Sharp just going to pull back away and continue to lay mines all around the map. This is where he excels. This is what he does best. The vulture play, the mine play, just setting things up to work in his favor. Every time Best moves around the map, he has to continuously move with his Dragoons in the front, and of course an observer along with that. Otherwise he's going to end up walking into bad mine positions. Oh, a great snipe on a Templar there, and he might end up getting a probe or two as well. Yes, 2 probes go down. Of course, trading out those vultures, but it's okay for now. Sharp is not planning on any sort of big ambitious attack at the moment. Instead, just focusing on getting this fourth base up, spreading out his defensive position so that he can keep himself safe in all of these different locations. Whoa, there's a lot of mines right on top of those tanks. May want to clear those out before a zealot bomb comes through. This is what I was talking about. Vultures, absolutely Sharp's forte. Oh my god, another great hit with a mine there on those zealots. Oh, those are the mines I was talking about, just crushing that tank ball. But the zealots have mostly thinned out here, and there's really not too many Dragoons left over. Sharp doing a great job on this defense, and he continues to hold the fourth base, so this game will go on, will go very, very late. Unless Sharp wants to try and end it right now. Whoa, this is ambitious here. He is 10 supply ahead of Best, but walking into Best rallies may end up throwing the game back into Best's favor. There are 4 shuttles still, and we've got storms as well. I haven't seen a single good storm so far this game, but that doesn't mean that Best's not ready to do one. Here comes a drop onto the fourth base. Meanwhile, Sharp is actually going for the kill here. Oh, a bunch of storms, but who cares about SCVs when you're about to kill your opponent's main base? Sharp coming over here, setting up in a great position to cut off the reinforcements popping out of these gateways. He's also going to pick off this base over here, the fourth base. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Best, has he thrown this? Has Best managed to throw this game back to Sharp? I feel like Sharp is running very, very low on resources, but his army is just a little bit too big and too well positioned, with him holding the natural here of Best. Of course, with three dropships here, that's going to be difficult to deal with unless you've got a whole bunch of Goliaths, which I don't see. Where are the Goliaths that are supposed to be defending these tanks? He's going to leave a small force up in the top left, keeping Best at bay here in his main base. There's a turret popping up, but there's going to be a bunch of dropped zealots and dragoons sucking in mines, and he's going to get a storm here as well. Big storm, there we go. Fantastic storm there to just clean up the remainder of these tanks and vultures here. But meanwhile, down at the bottom left hand corner, a lot is happening here on this map. We've got the vultures about to breach this location. There's a few storms, Templar up here on this high ground, but he should be able to pick those off. And with that, all of the probes here in the bottom left-hand corner, yeah, every single probe gonna go down. Not much that Best can do about that. Instead, he's probably gonna counterattack. No, big drop here. Interesting. Gonna drop on this this mineral line here and try to keep it alive as long as possible. Zealots not gonna be the best call against it. Oh! That was a big mine hit. Very, very nice move there by Best to just clean up as many vultures as he can, but all of his zealots, or all of his probes, will go down. Zealots pouring in here on top of these tanks. No reinforcements just yet making their way down here for Sharp, but look at this tank line. It extends so far back. Eventually, Sharp can clean up that attack, and he will defeat this base down here in the bottom left. Now all he needs to do is secure his own mining, and he should have this in the bag. The fourth base is now landed here. All he needs to do is just keep this alive, and I think Sharp should be able to take this. One base mining right now for Best. That's just his natural, and he really doesn't have much beyond that. Oh, big mine hits on those tanks. I think they're going to be very, very low after that. Yeah, some of them just getting picked off immediately here. And Best nearly about to break this location, but a few more rallies pop out for Sharp, and I think he holds this base. I think he will be able to take this to a win, pushing back these dragoons for now. He knows he doesn't have to do this. He just needs to fall back and siege up here in a good position. Another army in the bottom left as well. I don't know how Sharp has so much army with just 100 supply. I guess his SCV count is pretty darn low after losing so many to the earlier. Looks like a final hurrah coming in. Two more shuttles. Oh, target that down, target it down. Yes, he is gonna get the target there on those two shuttles just in time as a couple of dragons pop out. Here comes a third shuttle with some storms onto the SCVs and the tanks, but the reinforcements cleaning everything up. GG. Best taps out and Sharp is victorious. Okay, and with that, we're into game number 2 here. Sharp versus Hero. Sharp spawning in the top right, Hero in the bottom left. It should be noted that Sharp received big praise from KCM after that last one. Got the full clapper and a thumbs up. That was a seriously good comeback after losing the third command center without mining a single mineral from it. Still manages to play out a macro game and beat Best in a long one. That is impressive stuff. Of course, Best throwing his army into some really questionable engages, but in the end, it was an outplay by Sharp. He was very, very steady play. continuously throwing out those vultures, just getting mines all over the map. And I feel like that is the one place where Best struggles the most in Terran versus Protoss is just kind of keeping his observers with the army all the time, spreading out his dragoons and actually clearing those mines constantly, because inevitably every time in the mid game of TVP I always see Best running goons and zealots into mines. It seems to always happen. He likes to rally across the map with a right click a little bit too freely, and a good player like Sharp, who's excellent with the... Oh my god, he actually got that. Alright, let me finish my thought first before I talk about this game. Yeah, he always seems to send his armies across the map a little bit too freely and losing a lot of health and a lot of units as a result in the mid game. Oh my god, is he gonna get another one? Give me a break. Only 2 more shots left on this SCV, and is he gonna get it? Oh, 13 HP. Okay, it does escape. But that drone, just so annoying here. And starting off with an early pool as well. Looks like Hero gonna get that gas up very, very quickly. He's set up for a 2-hatch. Well, let's see if he... Or, 2-hatch Muta, but let's see if he actually gets speed first. We've got 100 gas about to come in here for Hero. On the other side of the map, Sharp is going for a 1-1-1 build, and it's been completely spotted here by Hero, so he will be putting down his sunken colony here relatively soon. Getting the moving shot once again. Oh my god. Hero just on fire today with the drone micro, keeping on top of this SCV and putting on that early pressure to Sharp. Let's see if Sharp can turn things around here with his first vulture coming out. Of course, this sunken is already on the way, so unlikely he'll get much damage with that. The Overlord here just kind of chilling in the natural. I think it's about time to send that home if you ever want to keep that alive, but probably it's going to get picked off by Wraith. Just going to be a sacrificial scout here, trying to get as much information as he can as Hero drones up back at home and gets into his Spire play. At least I believe that's what he's going for. Only 2 lings have been made, so gonna block the ramp with those 2 lings, not gonna send them out on the map. Make sure that sneaky vulture can't slip by here. Good positioning on that Spire as well. Just gonna block off a little bit of space for vultures to try and run by here behind the mineral patches. Actually, I'm not sure if that actually blocks anything. The screen is like a little bit too low. It might actually still have a big space there behind that there. Yeah, maybe. I'm actually not sure. I don't think that blocks anything. Now that I'm looking at it. A 3rd hatch on the way for Hero. Playing this out perfectly. Except for this Overlord. I don't know where that Overlord's going. It's probably flying out to its death. Want to keep some of your Overlords back at home so you can keep them alive. Already 1 Overlord's going to go down. And possibly a 2nd here. Now, Sharp's main concern is finding out whether there's going to be a Hydralisk attack here. He needs to get in here, take a look, see if he can discern whether Hydralisks are popping here or not. He sees the front. He's going to come in now and see the main base. 2 Overlords kind of flying away right now, but I think he's going to lose at least 1 more here before the Scourge and Mutas can pop out. Just kind of a factor of the speed of the Spire and the speed of this Wraith. Oh my god, he's going to get another Overlord. This is so frustrating. This happens to me. I get so bothered by it. But I guess it happens to even the pro players when they have a 1-1-1 build that's that quick, sending out that Wraith so early. You're gonna lose a few Overlords. 3 Overlords is a lot, though. That's 300 minerals. That is an entire hatchery in just Overlord deaths. So that's very, very frustrating. Looks like he's gonna lose one of these. Oh, he's getting in here. He's looking for any more information. He is actually gonna see that armory, so he probably now knows that there are Valkyries out on the field. 2 Valkyries there. Oh, Hydralis then. Okay, we are gonna see Hydralis. Just getting out here with some... Oh gosh. Looks like this drone gonna get picked off. But he will track down this vulture. And that means he should be able to grab his 3rd base with his next drone. But this is already a pretty decent amount of damage that Sharp's managed to put onto Hero. Slowing down his 3rd base. Killing off 3 Overlords. That's rough. That's very, very rough. Now we've got a add-on here for the factory. He's gonna have to start popping out some tanks because there might be lurkers coming in. At least there's gonna be a Hydralisk attack. I don't see Hydralisk speed yet, so possibly lurker. He does have 800 gas banked up right now, and there it is. About 6-7 lurkers gonna be popping here in the front. Only a single bunker. Sharp has no idea about this play. I think he's just expecting pure Mutalisk from here on in. With 2 Valkyries here in the background. Yeah, this is going to be rough. He doesn't even have a science vessel started as of yet, and more units are rallying across. Oh, I'm sensing a hero victory here. This is so many lurkers. This attack is going to absolutely crush this natural. Oh god, here we go, Sharp. This is the moment he sees it, running forward with the Marines, but they don't even have stim or anything. Immediately gonna take out this bunker. All the SCVs are gonna go down. He's running up the ramp, and GG is called. Sharp taps out, and Hero will advance. Ouch. Ouch. That was a quick one. Here we go with our first PVZ of the night. It's gonna be Bisu versus Hero. Excellent way to start things off. Looks like Hero here in the top right-hand corner. Bisu down in the bottom right. It's going to be on Polypoid as well, so a nice standard map for these two to show down. And we're going to get some standard builds as well. A overpool here for Hero, and of course gateway in the front for Bisu. Single gate, just going to be that pressure. And these two are going to tango with the early game units, trying to gain an edge, get an advantage. But I think Bisu will have to submit here to the pressure of Hero, just kind of back away and try to hold his wall while getting up a Nexus. This is going to be a lot of lings very, very early. Not a whole lot that Bisu can actually do to pressure here. He's just instead going to have to protect his wall and his ramp. And he's actually going to throw down a pylon here just to buy himself some more time. That's funny. I wonder if that actually slows down his Zealot at all. I hope not. I haven't experimented with this build much myself. I really don't play much Protoss. But it seems like a pretty decent move. Now he gets the hatchery down. Bisu canceling that pylon because it'll go down very, very quickly to these 4 lings, so might as well get that money back. Lings are now flooding across the map. Let's see what Bisu does with this first Zealot. Yeah, he was thinking about it. I could see that little red dot on the screen. He was thinking about going around there and trying to do a counterattack, but he realizes his position. He needs to sell it back at home, so he does send it back. Gonna have one on the ramp with a probe and one in the natural area. Let's see if he can hold this off. Some good microing around by Hero so far. Just looking for opportunities here, perhaps to run up that ramp, maybe to get some attacks off on this probe here as it tries to throw down the Nexus, but no, Nexus successfully warping in now, and not too many more lings being produced for Hero, so Bisu looking like he wants to get on the offensive here. There's a lot going on in this early game. a lot of micro on different fronts. Looks like he's going to go for the pylon here as these two zealots head out. This pylon is actually going to get pretty low, but the next zealot does pop, and that is going to push away these lings. Now more lings have to be produced. This probe is continuously counting the number of lings as they pop out. The overlords are watching the zealots as they rally across the map and trying to figure out where they're actually headed, but they're headed for this third base. Let's see if Hero produces enough here, enough lings to surround and kill this. I think that this is a perfect location for Bisu to attack that. Mineral line gives a perfect location to retreat as well. Just go behind there as soon as the lings show up. Oh, he's a little bit slow on it, and Hero's going to get in front of these zealots and surround. That was amazing. He's actually going to kill this zealot with only losing one ling, and this second one is going to get completely surrounded as well. Oh man, this was a perfect setup for Bisu, but failed execution there. If he'd got those zealots behind the mineral line, between the minerals and that gas, he could have traded very, very nicely, but instead Hero ends up with a glut of lings because he hasn't lost anything so far, really. Two more zealots are coming up towards the top left, but there's so many lings on the field. This is basically impossible. You're not going to get any damage with this, and Hero should be able to just clean this up easily. Okay, he actually just goes straight behind the mineral patches, but I don't think Hero's too worried about that. He's going to send the rest of his lings over there. Yeah, actually split those up for sure. You want to keep a few lings in each location. Make sure that you can block any zealots, future zealots that are going to come up towards the natural. He actually gets the probe as well. These three zealots on the retreat. Hero is in a great position to head into this mid game. The Stargate is going to come up here, but finishing off this last zealot in the third base and out here in front of the natural of Bisu. Bisu now has zero map control. He's got zero presence on the map, and Hero is about to pop this spire here. I don't see any chance right now of him going into a bunch of Mutalisk because he doesn't have that second gas, but Bisu doesn't know that, and he's gonna go double Stargate. Interesting. This is a great counter if your opponent was gonna go to Mutas, but the way things are looking here, it's gonna be pure Hydra. Bunch more macro hatches getting added on shortly, and I think that Hero is going to be absolutely fine with this. He's going to drone up super heavy. He has a ton of lings already to deal with any early attacks here from Bisu. If Bisu tries to come out with some zealots and dragoons, and really that's all he's going to have, it's just a wave of dragoons. With double Stargate, you really can't afford to tech up into DTs or anything like that, as if you're actually producing with both of them. Oh my god, is he gonna lose this? Oh, one hit so far. That was really scary. Going after that overlord was a big mistake. Bisu almost losing his first Corsair, but you know, maybe he loses his first Corsair and Hero commits into Mutas. That's a possibility. Oh, he does get it. He spots the 2 Stargate though. Okay, Hero's not going to go for a bunch of Mutas now. Of course, just immediately drops down an Evolution Chamber and a Hydralisk Den. Good moves by Hero. Now this move out, I don't know what Bisu's thinking with this. There's already enough lings here to completely surround and kill this army. So yeah, he is going to go ahead and do that. Bisu, oh my gosh. He's fighting well, but I mean, this is a foregone conclusion here. If you move out this early with this many lings on the field, you were just going to lose everything. So yeah, I'm not really sure what the plan was there for Bisu. He's going to have a lot of overlord killing machines here headed across the map, looking for get some damage, whatever they can do. I think we're going to have +1 here done pretty soon. We've already got 6. Oh my god, and Mutas actually were produced. I didn't see those on screen until just now, but here they are in the natural, dealing some damage, and Yeah, I think that Bisu just gonna avoid these, just completely ignore them, and go after Overlords here. Oh, Scourge want to come in and deal some damage, but these Corsairs are being controlled immaculately. There we go. A Spore Colony does pop up, but still a lot of Overlords going down here. These Corsairs being pushed back, not going to be able to group up with their brothers, but quite a few Hydras here in the third base. Going to protect this one last Overlord. Trying to at least, but very quickly ends up taking that down. And Bisu going to spread out now. He should be able to find a couple more Overlords, I think, in the top left-hand corner. Although, almost gets a kill there, but Bisu picks off those Scourges. And the Mitas all being pushed away as well. Now, this has been a serious hiccup to the economy of Hero. Messing up the Overlord production this badly does a lot of damage. Oh, he's gonna lose one Corsair. Another 3 Overlords go down for just 1 Corsair. Not too bad, not too shabby. And he is going to group up with the rest of his Corsairs. This is a scary number of Corsairs. So many Corsairs, but the ground army here is pitiful. It is terribly, terribly small. Got like 5 Zealots with speed and +1 versus a crazy number of Hydras in both the third and the natural. Either one of these armies, I think, could take on what Bisu has fielded so far. So he's just going to have to back away here. Try to rally up some more forces. I think Hero should be ready for that. When the time comes, though, he needs to pop out just a few more Overlords and pop another rally or 2 of Overlords, and he should be fine. Another rally or 2 of Hydras, he should be fine. Here comes this attack into the natural, but the building positioning is just way too good. The Overlords are going down en masse and down to just 54 supply once again. Pretty hefty supply block there, but a couple of Corsairs did go down in the chaos. And Bisu has yet to throw down a third. His ground army is pretty darn small here. Hero has the potential to break through with no storm. Okay, I was just gonna say no storm, but there's the 2 storm boys coming up here. Gonna get that first storm. 1 more is available, but that is it. If he whiffs that second storm, he does whiff the second storm. Uh-oh, this is big trouble for Bisu. Bisu gonna fight here with so many Hydras just pummeling these Zealots. I don't think he can push this back. Another wave of Zealots comes forward, but these Hydras are being very nicely microed back here and pushing everything off for Bisu. He's not going to be able to secure this third. And Hero's going to be bashing at the front door now. This is a scary, scary moment. This could be the end, guys. Can Bisu hold on here? He's going to send the Zealots out, but it's a very tight location. The next Templar pops, but it's just got no energy for his storm. It's going to stay on that high ground unless just to protect itself from getting dove upon. Here we go. We're going to lose this gateway. It's probably going to be in the advantage, an advantage for Bisu here if he loses that gateway. If our next Templar going to come down the ramp here, he's going to start making lurker eggs in the front. There's no more cannons here. There we go. The gateway falls, and we're going to get a big storm here on the lurker eggs, but the lurker eggs survive. Another storm here on the right-hand side. Beautiful dodging by Hero throughout here. He knows that he's about to win this game. All he needs to do is keep dodging these storms and keep rallying forward. There's the 2 lurkers finishing up. They will burrow here. Oh, man. He's going to burrow right next to the probes. Oh, this is going to get so many kills. Oh, my God. There we go. The, oh, God. The cannon finishes, but then it gets canceled. Or then it gets killed immediately, and GG is called. Oh, man. That was a nice attempt by Bisu. He did get a lot of Overlord kills, but the 2 Stargate Corsair ends up kind of biting him in the butt. I think that scout was really clutch by Hero. Getting in there with that one Scourge and spotting out those two Stargates made all the difference. He was able to change his strategy immediately and respond to that. But a perfect response indeed from Hero, just battling away with the Corsairs and keeping that army count low. I really can't help but go back to that moment when Bisu moved out with, what was it, 6 Zealots and a single Dragoon and got completely surrounded and destroyed. That army would have been very beneficial to have a little bit later on when he was trying to take his 3rd base, but alas, he kind of throws that army away and ends up getting pushed off of his 3rd and eventually dies. That's unfortunate. But Hero, definitely a well-deserved win. He's going to go on to play up against our next Terran player. That's coming up next. Game number 4. Well, Hero with the double kill, going to be moving on here to face off against JYJ. JYJ in the top right-hand corner here on Butter. Hero down in the bottom right. Have continuation here of the strategy from Hero, sending out this early drone. He seems to like this against Terran, just to put on that bit of pressure. JYJ ready already with his 2nd SCV to fight this, and doing a great job so far. He actually gets a moving shot as well. This is not easy to do. JYJ, strong micro here, pushing back this drone. And Hero not going to get too much more information out of this. He hasn't even gotten in here to see the refinery coming down and found out yet that it is in fact the same strategy as Sharp played out on that previous map. Just trying to do some more damage here, but this drone is getting super low, just 9 HP left. Oh, whoa. Gas didn't start here for Hero. Hero in a little bit of trouble. There we go, gets that gas. Oh, again. Oh, was that just stuck? And he didn't actually want to take his gas? That's very strange. Something's going wrong here right now for Hero. The drone is coming out here into the front. That drone feels like it's kind of low, don't you think? Like it's like sunk into the ground a little bit. Something happened with that drone. And the gas is very late now. We thought that Hero lost quite a few overlords in that first game versus Sharp, but he could end up losing a lot here if his gas is this late. His Spire is going to be a lot later as well. He's going to go ahead and grab a 3rd hatch right away. But again, he doesn't know about this this gas mining from his opponent. He definitely suspects. I'm sure that he's going to figure it out here very soon with just what his Overlord has seen. That barracks isn't making any Marines. So yeah, he absolutely knows now, but he's definitely going to lose a lot of Overlords to this first Wraith. The Wraith is going to pop out very soon. There's the first Vulture as well. That shouldn't really do too much here with that sunken colony in the front and a couple of Lings behind. Hero doing a good job just droning up very hard here, but we'll see. We'll see how he goes up against this Starport play, this 1-1-1 play. Last time we saw him go with a early Spire, very quick Spire, and then into Hydra's Den, and he's going straight into Hydra this one, so kind of sensing how far behind he is with that later gas. Or perhaps this was the build choice all along. I just feel like that the previous time's build was very strong. Now this is really straightforward and easy to figure out. I feel like the moment that JYJ gets a Wraith, is as long as he sends it directly across the map and finds out what his opponent is doing, he should be fine. This is a lot of Lings. Oh my god, that's a lot of Lings. And the Lings are going to come out here now and just quickly surround this Vulture. Nicely done. Hero kills that first Vulture immediately. was attacking the egg there for whatever reason. We're gonna get a bunker down here as well, and these lings could end up actually breaking this if he runs around here around this bunker. Oh, he's going after the SCVs in the front. This is not a very good trade for Hero. Some of the lings are gonna try to run around, but the vultures are doing a great job. Oh man, the one marine went down, so there's nothing inside that bunker. These vultures should, on paper, be able to deal with these lings no problem, but he actually breaks the front. He loses quite a few SCVs, and the lings are now pushed back. I don't know if that was worth it for Hero. That was a big committal. Oh, but he gets the Wraith. Oh no, the Wraith goes down. JYJ making some serious errors here. He is going to perhaps lose this vulture as well. The one single Hydra gonna be dealing that damage, just pushing the vulture into the corner and eventually gonna pick this off. More Hydras coming up here. There's no marines for this bunker. The bunker about to finish up, but if he focuses that marine, oh no, the bunker is gonna finish. Oh, go for the marine. Oh, that was so close, so close. He almost got that marine, but he actually gets it in there with just a couple of HP. SCVs had better be ready to repair that bunker. I think he's going to come up here and just focus it down now. Oh, he almost gets the vulture as well. Just focus on some SCVs here. 1, 2, 3 SCVs going to go down. He's going to get the vulture as well. Trying to get some mines out here, but with only one marine in this bunker, it's going to take so long to kill each of these Hydras. So he's just focusing down one by one, and it looks like Hero's going to end up taking this one. Oh, great job with the Hydra just eating up these mines. And oh, dropship pops out. Okay, that's not really gonna help this situation too much. There we go. Gets another mine to connect on the ling, and he will be able to pull into the main. GG. JYJ taps out, and Hero is victorious. Nicely done. That Hydra bus was a little bit dicey, but he did end up pulling it off. JYJ's defense just slightly too skimped on the defense, just a little bit too much, not having the bunker ready and waiting, and a couple of marines out to stick in there. Ends up really costing him there in this game. One single marine, it just does nothing. It does nothing against a group of Hydras. Hydras can just stand there, even though it takes, what was it, 12 shots to kill an SCV for a Hydra? I think it's that many. It takes a very long time for them to kill SCVs, but still, they can just stand there for what seems like an eternity picking off SCVs until there's nothing left to repair the bunker, and eventually they can just focus that down. And that's what we saw there. It looks like JYJ's been knocked out. Hero on a killing spree here, triple kill. He's going to be going up against Snow next. Let's see if anyone can stop his rampage. Our next contender, Snow, spawning here in the top right-hand corner. Down in the bottom left, it is Hero breaking the mold. That we've decided he is a macro-oriented player, but this guy is going all in for the aggression lately. Especially against Terra, not so much against Protoss, I guess, but really very aggressive early game strategies coming out of him for the ZVT matchup. Maybe he's a little bit frustrated with how his ZVTs have been going lately, or maybe he's just taking advantage of the preconceived notions of who this player is. People assume he's going to be a little bit less aggressive. They assume he's going to be more of a macro-focused player. But he's just, he's mixing it up here. And now he's going to switch things up once again. Go for a 12 hatch. It's going to be a little tough to hold on against Snow here, but it is cross maps on the largest map I think we have right now in the map pool, Nemesis. I think it'll give him plenty of time to get some lings out to deal with this first zealot, this early zealot pressure that's going to be coming. But he did fantastically dealing with it against Bisu. Of course, that was a different situation with an early pool, but I don't have any reason to assume that it would be any different here versus Snow. Snow is a very, very strong player, but Bisu, honestly, their early game units, I've always looked up to Bisu as such a great Zealot probe user. Maybe it's maybe he's past his prime, I don't know, but that last game he really was not impressing me very much with that control. Let's see if Snow can impress me in his stead. Now we've got a third base gonna come up here in the center left. Snow with that first Zealot already halfway across the map. And the pool is just about to finish here, getting a few more hits with the probe before that Zealot arrives. Nothing slowed down the Zealot just yet, but again, this map is so huge that I think Lings are actually going to pop out before it even gets here. Yeah, that's funny. Very, very long rush distance here. And the Zerglings are already on the way. Snow going to have to retreat back across the map with this first Zealot and just try to hold his own Nexus. He's gone straight into Nexus here after his first gateway. He's going to be throwing down that gas as well. A second Zealot is going to try to maneuver around, looks like. No, but he sees the number of Lings and sends it back home. That's always a difficult decision, whether to send the second or third Zealot around your Zergling player and try to get into the main base against the Zerg, but it's one that Snow seems confident to make. He needs to keep those Zealots back at home. He is going to keep them back there and just defend well. Seeing the number of Lings is very, very important. This probe is no longer in the natural. Checking out the Lings, it had to escape out the side into the 6 o'clock. Now it's going to come here and check the 3, just see what he can see, how many drones there are, maybe do a little harassment over here as well. But the probe is quite low. Does need to get out of here. We'll have to escape away from these drones. Just keeping an eye on the drone number, of course, very, very useful information. He's seeing the transfers now and how many drones have been produced. That's going to give him a good idea of what time he should move out with these Zealots. He's got 3 kind of sitting out here on the field, but he's not confident yet to send them across the map. Lings are moving out here. There's the macro hatch being added on. Hero preparing for a nice long game here. And that's really what all Snow wanted, was that information that there's not going to be a massive Hydra bus. Some Lings at the front, a little bit scary. Is going to have to move out with the Zealots to try and prevent this gateway from going down. Another rally of Lings. This is more and more Lings coming out here. This cannon is a little bit slow. He sees the Lings with the probe though, and that should tip off Snow here. Pretty important information that quite a few more Lings have been produced. And a robotics is thrown down here in the front. That's interesting. Is he going to be going for Corsair Reaver play here? That is a very, very early robotics facility, and it's right there in the front. So potentially Hero can spot that out. There's the first Corsair moving across the map. The Spire should almost be done. Oh, he gets the probe. Probe is dead. Finally, it gained a ton of good information though. Very, very useful probe there. Oh, I don't see a layer. Where's the layer here? I actually don't see it. Oh my god, we're just going straight Hydra here? Okay, interesting. Hero gonna forego any sort of layer tech in the early game, and that can be very, very dangerous if your opponent's going for drops like we are seeing right now. it can be very, very difficult to keep overlords in every different location. Yeah, we got a citadel as well, so we may end up seeing some DTs. No, I think he's definitely going for Reaver drop. Good micro here so far by Snow. He actually gets one overlord, but that's all he's going to get for now. Single overlord. It will supply block here for a moment, but there we go. More supply pops. And he will be fine. He is opening up these areas. Hero is to make sure that he can maneuver his forces. I'm surprised that he's opening up this one right here. I guess that's an attack path. I would have expected Hero to open up the eggs at the back of his base, going into his main, so he could easily defend, but looks like he's going to be rallying out with all of his Hydras and defending in that, or attacking through that avenue. Tons of drones being added on here. This drone count is getting a little bit insane, and we're going into 6-hatch Hydra. We'll see how the Reaver play goes up against the 6-hatch Hydra. Oh, go after that last Zealot. Maybe he can get one more. One more. Oh, no. Not going to get it. Ring around the rosy there. Snow keeping that last Zealot alive. And the lair is now done, I think, in the main. The Spire is coming up, so we are going to get a later Spire. Very, very useful to have that Spire against a Reaver player. If you can get a couple of Scourge onto the shuttle, you may end up picking off the shuttle, but you could also end up just grounding that Reaver and making it stuck out on the map, which is just as good. Now, here comes that first drop. This is a critical moment here. How many kills can he get with this first shot? Oh, huge hit with that first Reaver shot, and a ton of Zealots coming in here to the third base as well. Gonna get even more kills here. Oh, gets another Reaver shot there. Gonna come down and try to get a shot on these drones. That's so many drones being retreated away from this Reaver. Oh god, the shuttle. Oh my goodness, that was very, very close. Shuttle getting extremely low there, and the drones will return to work, but that was a great first shot with that first attack. I think definitely worth it for Snow, and he's going to be feeling his position here as he goes into the mid game. May be able to ramp up here with this Corsair Reaver play and really get into a good position for late game. Where is he going to take his third, though? It looks like Heroes covered every location. There's something at the center right and at the top center. He's going to know exactly when these bases start to come up. There's the first DTs popping as well. He's going to get a shuttle. Or will he just walk the DTs? Yeah, it looks like he's just going to walk them over here. There's only 2 Corsairs, though, so unlikely he can pick off all of the Overlords. 2 Zealots here going after these drones. Gets 1 drone, possibly 2 more. There we go. 3 drones have gone down. Scourge are coming in. He can get this. He can get it. He does get the shuttle, and now this Reaver is completely down here. Oh, gets 1 more good shot with the Reaver, but it does get picked off. Uh-oh. Surround here on these Hydras. They will be escaping through that tiny little gap. Ooh, nice blocking there by Snow, just keeping Hero from retreating there. 1 more Zealot looking for a few more kills. 1 more drone kill. Oh my god, 1 more drone kill. 1 more drone kill. Oh, okay, does end up getting pushed away, and a ton of mutas popping out. Holy, big transition here from Hero. Just going to switch fully over to the muta play. He knows that there's not really any Corsairs out on the map. He's going to deal so much damage here. There's these cannons are trying to warp in. Oh no, go across the map. Hero is actually falling back to deal with these 3 Zealots, which his Hydras can easily contend with. He really should be going out and dealing some damage. There's no cannons in the main or natural. Okay, we do have some storms ready, though. And those Templars should be able to push this away as long as he doesn't storm his own units or with those storms. He should be fine. Of course, it is going to come down to the finesse here from Hero. That was a good first storm dodge, but also a good first storm. landing right on top of the mutas. Unfortunately, they're moving directly out from under that, so not getting a whole lot of damage, but does push them back for now. More Hydras popping out here. Lurkers are coming out as well, and a fourth base is about to pop down. We've got Snow sitting here on 2 base for a very long time, and it doesn't look like he's ready to take a third just yet, with the threat of mutas overhead and Hydras on the ground, Lurkers coming up as well. This is a very scary moment for Snow, and even just getting out on the map is going to be a challenge. But Hero is preparing now for that 4th base. He's going to be adding on some extra drones here, getting ready for that to be set down, sending in overlords just to get a read on what's here for Snow. Scourge already ready to push away the Corsairs as well. This is a interesting Reaver Corsair game because there's been very few Corsairs built overall. We've got about 3-4 right now. Very low Corsair number. Lurkers are out here, and this is not really a great army for fighting against Lurkers. We don't have any observers as far as I can tell. These Templars are lagging a bit behind. Maybe he can get some snipes onto them. Big group of Hydras coming down here. Good storm. Second storm, not quite as good. Oh no, there are two observers with this army. I missed it. He does have observers here. There are 2 Reavers as well. 2 Reavers, pretty darn scary, even against a good number of Lurker Hydra. Looks like he's gonna go after the Templar. 1, 2, 3. 3 Templars get picked off, and that's pretty much all the storm that Snow was able to field here. What has he got? 1 more Templar in that army? That's not a lot of storm, man. I don't think he can break through here with that. It's gonna be necessary to do some amazing micro with the Reavers if he wants to break any location. Hero's still moving around here. He's gonna find another Templar, trading a few Hydras for another Templar, keeping that storm count low. We've got 2 storms in this 1 Templar, and then that is it. 2 storms is all that we're gonna have here. Going after the shuttle. He picks off the shuttle immediately. Reavers are grounded. First storm comes out. We've got 1 more storm with this army, but so many Lurkers are present. I think that this is just going to be an easy pushback. There's the first shot from that Reaver. Ooh, big storm on the Hydras as well, but a flank coming through. Huge flank coming from Hero. Look at all the Hydras coming through here. He immediately focuses down that Reaver, and the Templars and Dragoons are gonna fall as well. Oh my god, domination here from Hero. The surround was insane there. Just completely crushes that attack, throws down a Lurker egg, gonna block that really tight area, and a secret base down in the bottom right is a not so secret base as Hero scouts that out with the Overlord. Nicely done. He's just gonna send a group of Hydras down there and stop that from coming up, and Snow is one step away from falling out of this game. He's got basically nothing left. His army has been completely reduced. He's gonna be throwing down some more Templar. I think he's gonna build some more Reavers as well, though they haven't been serving him well against Hero. It's crazy to say because Snow is just the best Reaver user we've ever seen. He's the Reaver user that every Protoss player aspires to be, but he hasn't been able to make Reavers work here against Hero, who's now expanding out to a 6th base in the top left-hand corner. His economy is insane right now. The supply tells the full story, 158 to 117, and this is a Zerg 157, which is crazy large. I think if Hero brings his full force to bear, I believe he can just crack this natural, even with storms, even with all these Dragons. But Snow is actually going to try to move out here, and I think this is going to be the final battle. A ton of Hydras coming from every single direction should be enough. Oh! Oh my god, no. Oh no. Snow, what happened, man? What happened? Sending the Reaver shuttle straight into Hydras and losing it. This is not the Snow we know. This is not the Snow we've seen in previous weeks in ASL. This is a clumsy, sad excuse for Snow. What is happening here? He's gonna get surrounded now, and the final surround really of this game. So many Hydras just popping forward, killing all of these Dragoons. Blue blood litters the field here. The Hydras stepping over their corpses to the victory. GG. Hero takes that game. Snow taps out, and another Hero win. Wow. Wow. He's not going to be able to get the all kill just yet, but he is so close. Only one more player remains here this week. It is Royal. If Hero takes him out, he's gonna get that all-kill prize. That's coming up next, guys. Hopefully that's not gonna be our final game, but we'll see. Hero is on an absolute tear. Let's go into our next game. Okay, a future potential ASL final match here. Royal versus Hero. These two huge names gonna go head to head in this KCM, this last potential game. Unless Royal can bring it back, unless he can take down Hero, who's on an absolute spree. This will be our last game, but Hero, man, he really wants to get that all-kill prize. 1 million won on the line here for him. He's already taken down 4 other players. He just needs this one more. Unfortunately, it is one of the best Terran players in the world right now that he has yet to get through. And he's not starting off with with what he's shown so far. Which is a little bit surprising here. Both the other Terran games we've seen him play, he scouted early with the drone, and he also started off with a spawning pool. I think it was an overpool build, so he's not going to have the early lings that he did previously, but he's also not going up against the same build as what he went up against in those other 2 games. He's not going up against a 1-1-1 here. Instead, it's going to be a little marine pressure. We've got 2 SCVs here, all the drones being pulled off the line in order to defend here. He's taking this very seriously. I think he should probably pull back here now. Oh, he's going to surround and maybe kill off an SCV. He does get one SCV. Oh, and the drone survives. Wow, that drone actually surviving in that situation as well. He's got to send his drones back. Very lucky there not to lose a drone in that situation. Lings are about to pop. Got a quick colony coming here as well. Just barely out of range of this bunker too, so it's perfectly placed. Lings are going to come from the right hand side, the drones from the left, but 2 drones immediately fall. Uh-oh. Those 2 low HP drones go down super quick. Lings are out here, and the Sunken Colony about to finish. There we go. Sunken Colony does finish, and he should be able to hit this, and the bunker cannot hit the hatchery as well. So this is held. Unfortunately, losing those 2 drones is a big blow, but here our Royal did commit a lot to this. He brought 2 SCVs off the line. Actually 3, because 1 did get picked off by the drones. So losing that 1 SCV, losing a lot of mining time as well. And he's probably going to lose all of these Marines as well. Oh my god, actually. Oh, he's going to lose a drone. Oh no. That's unfortunate. He pulls the drone to try and finish off that very weak Marine, but ends up biting him in the butt. He loses 1 drone. That really sucks. Losing that drone is super painful, and he's actually going for this Overlord as well. Oh, the Star Sense. The beautiful Star Sense from Royal, knowing that there's an Overlord over in this area. He is gonna find it. I don't think he gets this. It's gonna float right over top of this wall here in a second, but oh, it's so close. 4 Marines is a lot of DPS. He is gonna get it. Wow, that is fantastic for Royal. Everything up to this point was a little bit Royal favored, but now it's heavily Royal favored. Definitely getting the better of these trades here, and he's got a good number of Marines. He's getting ready for an early academy push here as well. Gonna get those medics out very, very soon and start to put the pressure back on once again. So Hero, he's gonna have to play the game of his life here to try and make a comeback against Royal. He's either gonna have to hope for some Royal mistakes or make some really interesting plays here, but he doesn't have a real decent timing here with which to throw a curveball at Royal in this game. He's just got to play straight up. He's got to get into his Spire. He's gone for a 3-hatch play. He's going to have to pump out a ton of mutas and rely completely on his micro and mid-game decision-making in order to make up some of this deficit. Whereas Royal, I mean, all he's got to do is just play a standard game here, and he should be ahead on all fronts. Gonna push out slowly. He knows his opponent doesn't have many Lings at the moment. 2 sunken colonies, 3 sunken colonies, in fact, in the natural means that Hero will be safe here. But he spent a lot of economy to build this up. There's only 5 Marines, so 3 sunken colonies seems a little bit of a big commitment here. But this 1 sunken colony is a little low, I guess. Going into 5 factory now. Royal just getting prepared for a very, very Marine medic heavy mid game here. This is the typical SKT style. We should have a factory coming down soon and going into double star port production. Double science vessel production should be coming here. Meanwhile, what's going to be the plan for Hero? He's sending out a drone, it looks like. And where does he take a 3rd base on this map? I'm going to go ahead and field a guess. It's probably the top left-hand corner. That main base. And yeah, getting the Hydralisk den. This is all very, very standard stuff. Gonna put on the pressure with the mutas. Try to keep Royal in his base. While getting the early Queen's Nest, though. That is a very early Queen's Nest. And hoping to get some lurkers potentially onto the high ground of his 3rd base to defend. Eventually pushing down into a 4th, but that all hinges on the way with which he micros these Mutalisks. There's not been a 3rd base thrown down just yet, but Royal's already heading up there to deny that. With the +1 already done and tons of Marines popping out right now, he is in a very, very good position. Preventing this 3rd base is massive. However, sending all of these Marines up to the top left and not really getting anything for it is a bit of a problem. If Hero were to pump out a bunch more mutas and Lings, he could potentially surround that army way up there in the top left and completely crush it. Of course, that wouldn't be that big of a deal in this situation because Royal can continue to produce more and more Marines and medics, but losing a group of Marine medic is always painful, even with 5 racks. Now, he's sending it back up to the top left-hand corner again. Going to look to deny this, but now this army, yeah, this army is scary small. For being out on the field. Oh god, a Marine in the bottom left. That sneak base not gonna end up coming up here for Hero. Bottom left-hand corner is going to be denied, and another army moving through the middle is gonna find these eggs. No! The eggs here. Uh-oh. Good connections there with the Marines, hitting all of those mutas. That's very, very painful. Oh god, he finds the eggs. The eggs have been spotted out here. When are the lurkers going to pop? Lurkers are going to pop and get immediately gunned down. Oh my god, terrible situation now for Hero, who flies in with his Muta and dies instantly. Royal takes him down, completely screwing over his plans. Wow, that's just showing the power of Royal, man. This guy who is at the top of the world right now when it comes to Terran play, blowing Hero out of the water where Sharp and JYJ completely failed. That is crazy. I don't know if Hero's gonna regret not going for the early pool now, because it was working so well against the other Terran players, and then he decided to randomly switch it up here in the third game. Maybe he thought that Royal wouldn't get aggressive, because Hero had just shown early pool twice. But Royal not taking that bait. He just goes ahead and puts on that pressure. He gets those drones. He gets a lead, and now he gets that win. So Hero has been denied the all kill. We're gonna go into another game here. It's either Queen or Soma coming out to face him. It's coming up next. Now, with all the Protoss players already eliminated, the path to all kill is clear. Royal just needs to take down Soma and Queen, and he will gain that 1 million won prize. Of course, if he doesn't manage to snag that, it's going to continue to grow week on week until someone manages to pull off an all kill. Got Royal here in the top left-hand corner, Soma in the top right on Fighting Spirit. Oh, Fighting Spirit. Well, it's not that bad in this matchup, but this map always makes me shudder a little bit. Just when I see those mineral patches in the middle, I always cringe just slightly. But it's gonna be fine. We've got ZVT, and we don't have Royal down in the bottom left-hand corner, so hopefully he won't get abused too hard by mutas. Actually, that's pretty decent hit the positioning here. Both of his mineral patches are facing away from the Zerg player, and those mineral patches not too bad to defend in the top left against Mutalisk aggression. Oh, second Rax in the middle, getting a little cheeky here. That's probably the worst Rax positioning, but it's definitely not going to get scouted. It doesn't really help him get there any sooner is what I'm trying to say, but yeah, that's not going to get scouted. Lings are already out on the field. I think you just cancel, quick cancel. Maybe no cancel. Royal probably just gonna bank Marines then down at the second Rax. Keep the Marines pumping, and when Soma switches into drone production, that's the moment to strike. Bring a whole bunch of Marines over from both locations and just try to crack that natural if there's no sunken colony. Can be very strong. Ooh, getting out here, getting a Ling kill as well. That's nice. One Ling kill. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it makes a difference. This is going to be a very tense early game here as he scouts around the map. Is he going to find this? He finds the SCV, but he doesn't know where the Marines are coming from. Oh my god, he sees the Marines now. Marines are spotted with that Ling, the receding vision of that Ling. Here we go. The Marines are grouping up now. That's a lot of Marines for this early in the game. But the Lings are spreading out. They're going to try and jump on these 3 Marines at the bottom side. Can he actually get some of these? Oh, he's going to get one at least. He does get one. There's the sunken colony coming up. The bunker is being placed as well, but there's only one SCV here. If he kills this SCV, he gets it. The SCV goes down. There's only one SCV, so the sunken colony going down low. Is he actually going to get it? Oh, he needs to focus it. No, he cancels and backs away. Oh my god. Tragic there for Royal. He's barely going to get anything out of this early attack. He forced the sunken. He killed some Lings. I don't think he got a single drone. He lost his SCV. Cancels the bunker. Oh. At the end of the day, the calculus adds up to a Soma advantage here. He's got Ling's speed as well, gonna come through. Try to run by here, but it's not gonna happen. There's already a ton of Marines in the natural here, just ready for the counterattack. At least Royal should be able to block this, no problem. Here comes an SCV. Gonna get behind that wall again. Yeah, he's in a perfect position. You're not gonna break through here as Soma. He's got a lot of Lings though. What is he doing? Actually building more Lings? No, he's switched into drone production. Is gonna get into a mid game here. The number of Lings though is a little bit disturbing. That's a few too many Lings to have produced. I guess he was panicking a little bit during that attack. His Sunken finished up, but he continued to produce for a little while there. Oh, that's not good. He right-clicked a drone onto an Overlord, and that's not really doing much for him. Should be mining at this moment. There's even an open patch here in the main base, so that's a lot of mining time lost for Soma. Just that small misclick mistake. There's a Spire coming up. It's going to be 2 hatch Muta. And you know the power of Soma's 2 hatch Muta. It is crazy. Here comes the run by. Oh my god, no, there's no... Oh no, this is terrible, terrible. Oh man, that move out timing just a little bit too early, and that's what Soma was waiting for. He runs 3 Lings into the main. Might be able to get a kill or 2, though these Lings are pretty low. I think that he didn't even have stim at that moment. So losing his early Marines and a medic as well, that's super, super painful. Gonna lose a Marine in the main base as well. And Royal's been thrown completely off kilter here. He won't have a Marine medic group out on the map when these Mutas come. The Mutas are just going to be able to dance around the outside of the main, not worry about any counterattacks at all. And Royal's going to have to be completely on the defensive here. There's really not much he can do to actually put the pressure back onto Soma. Yes, this is a very bad position, but hopefully Royal can finagle this into a nice mid game with some good defense. Oh, lifting off that barracks, sending that inside. Doesn't want to leave that as a target for the Mutalists here as they head into the main base. Some of the turrets are done, some are not. Looks like that last one just barely gonna finish. No, it doesn't finish. Gonna have to send SCVs there to finish that off. And he does manage to do that. He has put together a little Marine force here with which to push out, but his factory gets canceled there. 3 barracks. Marine medic is being pumped out right now, and the transition is coming, but Royal can't really challenge the natural at the moment. Oh, he gets a Muta, a free Muta. Very, very nice. One of the rallying Mutas coming across the map. He manages to pick that off. That's a good step in the right direction here for Royal. He's moving again to kind of hide his position with these Marines. He's actually heading down to the bottom right. Now this is a bit of a scary move here. I'm not sure if I like this for Royal, because Soma's been producing Marine Medic Mutalist Ling non-stop. And he's got a lot of Mutas here. This is not that many Marines. He needs to get up this ramp, actually. If he can get up this ramp, he can actually take a better fight against the Lings and Mutas, but Lings are going to come in, Mutas are going to commit, and he's going to gun down a bunch of these Marines. And only 4 or 5 Marines are left, and there's really no way to reinforce this position, so all the medics will eventually go down along with all the Marines. He's trying to focus down 1 or 2 more Mutas, but not able to get it done. And there you go. Soma taking map control once again. He's going to be sending drones out as well, droning up that base in the bottom right hand corner. He's got the 3rd gas. He can continue to produce Mutas and Lings if he wants to. He can transition into a late game. He can transition into a hive if he wants. The world is his oyster at this moment, and Royal is just going to have to live in it. He's going to have to do his best to deal with this aggression and take this into a late game, because he's not going to break that bottom right-hand corner right now. Just with what the mutas that are on the field right now, I think that Soma can stop this Marine Medic ball. So whatever reinforcements pop out are definitely going to be able to finish off. Oh god, 2 Marines have wandered all the way around the corner of the map and managed to get in here for some drone kills. He's gonna fight this Hydra accidentally. Need to focus on drones here. Okay, that will end up going down. 2 Marines, not that powerful. With Stim, they can deal with a lot of drones, but with the Hydras coming out as well, it's not quite the same story. Coming in here to do some more damage. 2 Valkyries pop out. They're gonna get big volleys here. Double volley from that 1 Valkyrie, and that's enough to push everything back. Let's see if he can get across the map and maybe do something. No, look at that. Lurkers everywhere. I don't think he's going to be able to break through here. What? Armory is spinning. Is he getting attack upgrade for his Valks? I'm not sure. There's a lot of Lurkers popping out right now. These Lurkers are going to be able to hold off everything at the natural. 5 Lurkers. Yeah, you just not going to be able to break that. I wonder if it's going to be tank timing attack here. From Royal. Maybe he gets maybe he's gonna get a tank attack. I wonder what is that spinning armory for. It's confusing me a little bit. It feels like your timing is so important right now. If you actually break through this with tanks, you could end up winning the game, but if you don't, if you go for tanks and don't end up breaking the natural, you are almost 100% going to lose. So it feels a little bit confusing here to see him getting an upgrade right now. This armory upgrade is a little bit strange. So he's gonna get some more Overlord kills here. Trying to chase down these mutas. Not gonna happen for now. Whoa, look at all that in the main base. Soma seriously prepared for a potential drop into that area. 6 Valkyries, but he's already seen the Lurker transition. I'm very confused. Why does he have 6 Valkyries right now? That's so strange. He's gonna send them down towards this bottom right, but he didn't actually initiate that attack into the bottom right. He just leaves the base alone. Because of the Lurkers on high ground, there's really no way to break that unless you have tanks or some... Oh god. Overlord goes down. Here comes some Scourge. Okay, he actually keeps the Valkyries alive. Only 1 Scourge manages to hit. He's looking for these Mutalisks, but not able to find them yet. Scourge should be coming down from the main base. He's turned his whole army around. He's looking to break this 3rd. Don't we have a Nidus network at the bottom right? Oh, a huge mech transition. Royal just gonna switch it up. Go straight into mech. That must have been mech attack. A ground attack for the mech units that was being researched from that armory there. It looks like he's gonna try and stop this command center from going down, but it is already finished. Royal gonna chase down these mutas, and mutas are DED, man. These mutas are super dead. Look at all that damage coming back in, trying to get a few more SCV kills if he can, taking advantage of the absence of these Valkyries for a few seconds. Vultures are out en masse, going to be throwing down mines everywhere on the map. Some extra machine shops being thrown down. This is exciting, man. I haven't seen a transition like this for a long time. This used to be, if you guys remember, if you weren't here during the early days of ASL, the first few seasons of Remastered, this was a huge style. This was a very popular way to play Zerg, or Terran versus Zerg, was just going into early Marine Medic, And then quick transition into huge amounts of factory units, just throwing down a ton of factories, floating out all of your barracks, and going straight mech. We didn't usually see people go for Valkyries into mech, but I think that's an interesting twist that Royals decided to use here, controlling the skies, pushing away all of the overlords, and of course all of those mutas and such, really taking over the air superiority in this game, killing off some overlords in the bottom right. I think it's cool. It's an interesting way to play, and he's still continuing to produce Marines, by the way. He's not giving up on Marine production, although he is producing tons and tons of vultures right now. The Marine production is still going on. He's still spreading Marines everywhere. He's taking a lot more bases than you would usually see from a Terran player. Taking a base in the bottom left-hand corner. He could take this top center base as well. He has to stay away from these naturals now, though. The Defilers are out, and one plague on this group of Valkyries could be absolutely devastating. These Valkyries, they need to keep their value and keep dealing damage. They were very, very expensive. It's a huge investment to get this number of Valkyries. So they need to keep alive here and keep doing things. At least scouting the map, at least killing off overlords here and there, but optimally they should be getting in and actually killing big groups of overlords and finishing off this small remainder of mutas that's on the map. I think these are going to be very, very useful. Actually, one of the big problems with mech play in the late game versus Zerg is drops become super efficient. Dropping Hydras, Defilers, Lings into the main base of the Terran player is huge. It's really, really powerful. Oh, there's the plague. There's the plague. That's the one we wanted to avoid. All of these are going to become very, very low, so they will have to retreat for a little while. It looks like he's going to send them down towards the bottom left, maybe, and have them repaired, but yeah, you really want to keep those alive. Ooh, is this a drop? This might actually be a main base drop. This is the problem with mech in the late games. Like I was saying, drops into the main are super strong. Oh, he's gonna lose 2 science vessels as well. Oh no, that's so scary. Okay, these are not drop overlords. Oh, he could get this. Oh no, he doesn't actually pick off that Defiler. He could put a mine a little bit closer and try to get that, but not gonna do that for now. Instead, just gonna eat this mine right in the face. Loses all of his vultures. A little bit unfortunate. Another base coming down for Hero there. But the map is kind of splitting in half. Yeah, I really hope that he repairs these Valkyries and uses them for drop defense, because yeah, drop defense can be so huge. Oh, Queens as well. This is a crazy game, guys. Absolute insane game. Okay, he is actually healing them all up. Only one hasn't been repaired. These are very useful if you actually catch that queen group, either while it's coming out or while it's kind of hiding somewhere on the map. Queens, of course, are going to be used for broodling in these tanks. Shooting spawn broodling onto a tank kills it in one shot. So Soma's going to try to gather a bunch of queens, wait for that very expensive 150 energy, and then run out and kill as many tanks as possible. Looks like another base potentially going to be taken here by Hero. Yeah, if he kills a whole bunch of tanks, he could end up doing a big attack through the middle of the map and taking down some bases. But with these vultures out, or excuse me, with these Valkyries out here, he might actually be able... Oh my god! Wow! That sucks. That was a lot of lost tags for just about a handful of Lings and one single lurker. Man, that was painful to watch. Royal Spreading out here, he's trying to take potentially the bottom center. The map is completely split at this point. This is so many bases for both players. It's going to come down to late game macro, micro, and decision making. And it's probably going to be up to Soma now to make the first move, because if Royal just sits here and continues to produce tanks, continues to build up his insane defenses in the main base at the top left and at the bottom left, just throwing down turrets and all that good stuff in his bases, he's gonna eventually win this game. It'll be... Oh, wow. Valkyrie's just wrecking those Scourge. Yeah, it'll be up to Soma to make the first move here, man. He's got to bring his queens out and deal a serious blow to Royal's economy, or to Royal's tank number, and then hit his economy hard during the interval where there's not enough tanks to defend. Here comes the first wave of queens. He's getting a bunch of tanks. That's not exactly the attack that I had in mind. I was thinking a potentially maxed out Soma gonna hit all the tanks really, really hard. Okay, he's actually getting a few more. Here we go. Queen's gonna be chased down a little bit here. Where are the reinforcements? Okay, the Ultraless Speed is done. That's a big moment. Ultraless Speed coming out here. Valkyries are going to get picked off. There's only one Valkyrie left, so unfortunate that Royal sends those in and loses them. They can be very useful for fending off those queens. Gotta pull back with the Science Vessels, getting some nicer radiates there. Someone looking for his next potential base. It looks like 12 o'clock on his radar here. Maybe he can take that. Oh my god, so many turrets. So many turrets out here. He's got Goliaths as well. There's tank spread everywhere. It's very, very hard to get in here with queens when there's this many turrets. Turrets are just going to gun down everything. As it runs forward, here comes the massive number of queens. Where are they headed? You're gonna start to send out the broodlings. I've only seen one broodling so far, though. Okay, here comes some more. Broodlings gonna be sent out here, and a big group of tanks does get taken out. That was a nice trade there. Just energy for tanks. Royal supply dropping to 176, but this is not enough to break through here. Look at how many tanks we've got in this area. Just hot death for these Zerglings and Ultras. Really a meat grinder here in the middle of the map. Royal has taken possession of such a large swath. He's not really hiding back on his bases. Instead, sitting out here sort of in the middle of the map and just taking control here. Okay, Ultra just gonna get splattered. These Lings do get on top of the tank, and oh, a tank will, or a lurker will get on top of that tank group, but does feel the burn there. As an irradiate gets laid down on top of it. He could irradiate one of his own tanks. That is a super clutch move. If you irradiate a tank while it's under Dark Swarm, Lings dive on top of it and they get damaged by the irradiate. Of course, tanks take no damage from irradiate, so it's a pretty sick move. A dematrixed and an irradiated tank is crazy strong, actually. Looks like more Ultras gonna come through here. He's trying to clear out this area. He really wants to take 6 o'clock, but Royal not gonna have any of it. 12 o'clock also coming up for Soma, and oh my god, there's a little bit too much here. Wow, the tank number behind this is a little bit insane, though. That's so many tanks coming up from the back, and Royal taking a significant supply lead here. Soma maybe starting to regret a little bit letting this get into a late game scenario. He had a good lead earlier on, but now Royal is very, very strong on the map. Oh, Lings are gonna run forward here. D-Matrix, no. No D-Matrix, no, oh, here we go. Broodlings as well. No D-Matrix, no Irradiate there. I guess there wasn't enough energy, and the Broodlings making short work of a lot of these tanks. There we go, some Irradiates coming down, getting rid of some of those queens. Here comes another wave of units coming through the middle. Gonna try and jump on top of these tanks. Lings and Ultras just getting on top of these rallies here. There's the D-Matrix. D-Matrix super strong in these late game fights. It's probably one of the best spells in the game. Very highly underrated, but with 12 and 6 being taken here, if someone can hold both these bases, he will eventually win out in the late game. As Royal eventually mines out. Maybe he can take middle, actually. He's controlling the middle area pretty well. It's hard to get in on top of these bases, get up those ramps though. Oh man, that was some good mine connection. Holy crap. Really getting the better end of that deal. That trade there was fantastic for Royal. Now we're gonna siege up, or unsiege, and move forward and potentially break this 6 o'clock. That big wave of Ultralisk not really working out well for Soma, and now this is painful. This is trouble here. I think he's probably gonna lose this base. Oh, it's really close. Maybe he can get a lurker with a Dark Swarm up in the face of these tanks. Oh man, everything getting irradiated here so quickly. He's just trying to run up, but the lurkers are getting splattered by the irradiates and the tank fire. Losing a lot of forces here trying to defend this base. More irradiates coming down. The cloud of science vessels is getting larger. I haven't seen a science vessel go down for a little bit, so this is becoming a problem here for Soma. He's getting the Dark Swarms closer and closer to this army. It's basically right on top of the army now, but so many SCVs are going to go down here. Huge amount of vultures just jumping on top of this, getting those kills. Ultra's going to come down this ramp now, but the splash damage from these tanks just taking them out pretty quickly. Looks like under fire now. That hatchery is about to go down. This hatchery at the top center is fully mining though. Looks like Royal about to split this map in half. We'll see if he can secure the 6 o'clock after taking out this hatchery. Hatchery is about to go down now. More radiates gonna come. And the strength of mech, it just cannot be denied. This is so much mech on the side of Royal. Oh yeah, so big hits, some really big hits with these mines as well, getting huge value. Uh-oh, Goliath's kind of wandering forward there. The creep is going to slowly recede, so this command center can eventually land down here at 6 o'clock. Oh, any air defenses? No, just going to lose that science vessel. It's okay though. Still got quite a few. I think 6 science vessels remain. And another push coming up here towards the 12 o'clock. Almost impossible to do 2 pushes at the same time, so gonna take his time here. Royal gonna now start to siege up this base over in this location. 12 o'clock should be going down here unless someone can cobble together some defense for this area. Yeah, it looks like he's giving up on the 6 o'clock for now. He's gonna send up most of his reinforcements up towards the 12. We'll be able to pick off that science vessel. With the science vessel going down, he doesn't have the vision there, and will be able to get some good broodlings here onto these tanks. Nicely done. It's very hard to shoot a broodling when you're irradiated. The AI seems to really mess up. Oh, huge drop on top of these tanks. Really nice play from Soma. This is really hard to pull off, but it looks like Royal is going to clear this. Oh, man. And the wall in here is really strong. The eBay plus the supply depot is going to keep these Ultralists out. Only Lings can filter through this very tight area. And looks to me like Royal is going to be able to hold that 6 o'clock. Oh man, all these drones just filing into their death, and now Soma's lost both bases. He's going to hit the flank of this army, but most of the tanks are now on this high ground. Reinforcements are going to clean up everything as well. Soma kind of running out of gas here. Royal on 200 with a ton of money in the bank, whereas Soma hardly anything left. 127 with very, very little gas and minerals to speak of. I feel like he's just about run out of time in this game, and Royal's going to be moving on. This is crazy. A big drop over here. Well, not that big. 3 Overlords going to come through. Tries to drop the Ultralisk, but the Ultra drops on the wrong side of the wall. Blocks all of the Lings from coming up. That's so frustrating. Oh my god. And he's not going to be able to break this base. Oh, that's some unfortunate. That's some bad luck right there. That's all I have to say about that. The Ultra landing on the wrong side. Ugh. Oh man, that's just rough. That's what I was saying before, is it's hard to pull that type of move off. Dropping onto tanks when there's Goliaths firing, when there's Irradiates firing. GG, that's it. Soma taps out and Royal takes another victory. He gets the clapper, of course, man. Well deserved. Double thumbs up. KCM really loved that one, man. That was a great game. We haven't seen a mech transition like that for so long, but he pulled it off beautifully. I think Soma kind of underestimated Royal in the late game by kind of allowing it to get that far, allowing him to get those bases in the bottom, and trying to just macro and overwhelm in the late game. It doesn't end up working out. Royal plays it out beautifully and takes that victory. Now he's super close here to an all kill. Only Queen remains, the 2-time ASL champion. Can he stop Royal in this final best of 1 game? Let's go ahead and find out. Wow, that was quite the spectacular ZVT there in that last game. Royal clutches it out in the end. A very tight match between these two Goliaths. Now it's Queen coming out to try and face down Royal. Man, how do you take out Royal after watching those previous 2 games? Royal just looks unstoppable, man. Absolutely unstoppable. He's got every tool in the Terran toolbox. He's been bringing them out so far. I feel like the Valkyrie early game into mech transition is really like a very cool idea, because you do end up getting that really early armory, and since you build the armory anyway, you might as well start your upgrade really fast, and then you have a super fast upgrade, and your vultures start popping out. You can deal some damage with them, you can pick off Lings, you can lay down mines, and then you start your second upgrade. Suddenly you got +2 tanks, and you've already got the basis for a very strong late game mech army. So I like the idea a lot, and I think we may end up seeing that more in the future from Royal fans, from Royal supporters, people who watch his games and take notes. May end up using that type of style in the future. Maybe Royal himself in an ASL game, we might end up seeing that style. Might end up seeing that strategy there. That would be really cool. But now onto this game, we've got Queen down here in the bottom, or in the center left on Neo Sylphid. He started off with a 12 hatch. Pretty early gas. He's gonna get the pool out as well. But we'll have to deal with this kind of scary Royal early game here, where he likes to throw down his bunker and just go for damage onto the drones. It's worked out really well for him in the previous couple of games, but now I don't think he's going to get much damage here, because Queen, taking it very seriously, not going to mess around at all, goes directly into a sunken colony. Just going to not mess around with a bunch of drones trying to fight this. Respects the prowess here from Royal and drops that sunken colony. Just a sign of respect, honestly, from one former ASL champion to a very strong player. He is going to submit that, yes, Royal is very strong with those early game fights, so I'm gonna not try to fight you with drones and go instead just into a little bit of a deficit in my economy. And he's gonna return that with a bunch of lings now. Look at these lings coming across the map. They've all been spotted by Royal. So I don't think this is going to get too much damage done, and I feel like Queen is actually putting himself in a bit of a rough spot now. Few lings going to slip by into the main, but with the number of lings going down in the front, I think that Royal can confidently come back here with a good number of Marines to deal with this attack. Get rid of these lings in the main base and still hold his natural with ease. The Spire is on the way here. That's a pretty sizable number of lings in the front. He's going to go for a couple of SCVs. The SCVs are going down here. Good blocking from Royal, but about 3 or 4 SCVs end up going down. Pretty good early game damage for Queen, but at quite the sacrifice of his economy in order to get that done. Not too many drones here at all, and he's just now getting his second gas. Look at the saturation is suffering here in Queen's natural. Meanwhile, Royal, I think he's going to be fine. He's continued to produce SCVs throughout this exchange. He's still got a good number of Marines. I didn't see a single Marine go down during that fight there, so he's going to have a good number to push out here. He's got 3 medics. And now he can put the pressure back onto Queen. Queen gonna try for a little run by here, but Marine in the bunker, stimmed up and ready to go. And Queen, he's just gonna have to tail this army. He can't really engage with it. And reinforcements are going to be coming out for Royal. Oh, these 4 Marines actually might get caught. No, they're going to group up with the rest. And he can break the sunken colony, actually. This is a scary moment here for Queen. There's only 1 sunken. And the mutas are on the way, but they're going to have to be completely defensive here to start things out, because if he leaves his base at all, he is going to get crushed. Oh, drone. There was a drone there. Oh, he's going to lose 1 more link. 1 more SCV for 1 more link. He's going after the sunken. Here he goes. Sunken colony is going to go down really fast. There's the sunken colony dropping here, and it's just going to be up to Queen's micro. Can he actually stop this? He's focusing down as many mutas as he can, but the Marines are falling quickly. Marines are all going to go down, and he does crush this attack. So a big win there for Queen. Just picking off the sunken and a couple of mutas is not good enough to make up for this loss. The first Marine medic ball that comes out, so that's a bad position now for Royal. He does have some good turret positioning here, but Queen is actually going right around to Royal's weak spot. He's going to hit here in the natural, try to pick off as many SCVs as he can. Those 2 mineral patches that are farther up ahead are very weak in this situation. Nice running up here, getting some damage onto these mutas, but a few SCVs do go down in that exchange, and Royal is on the back foot right now. He can't move out with his army just yet. He needs to pump out a few few more rounds of Marines in order to push forward, and bouncing glaives off of this supply depot. Very, very annoying. He's going to end up losing some SCVs here if he's not careful. He just guns down his own supply depot. He doesn't need it anymore, and it's becoming a pain for him, so he gets rid of that, and he's going to transition here with the factory coming up in this kind of tight corner location. I don't really like it when they build the factory over here, because Marines or mutas love to fly over this area. That back corner part, they fly around the natural, kill some SCVs, and then fly over the turrets at the top of the natural, and then fly into the back of the main right over where that factory is. They can delay the factories, they can delay the starports to get thrown down there, and it's very, very annoying. Now it seems that Queen is also looking to transition. He's thrown down his Hydralisk Den. He's still producing mutas, but he will be eventually going into a third base here. And a Queen's Nest, of course, will be coming down shortly. Here comes Royal with his second move out of the game. Quite a good-sized group of Marine medic here is going to try to threaten either the natural or this third base, potentially. Nice pick-off on the medic there. Just sitting kind of at the edge of the base. There's the Queen's Nest, so he is transitioning here. A few Marines are running out ahead. They're going to try and make their way down towards that third base if they can. But I think that Queen's caught the scent of this. He sees these Marines out on the map, and he will end up picking those off. He thinks that it's actually the full group, but it's just a couple of Marines kind of hovering around. Oh, he's missed it. Oh no, he's missed it. Can we actually see these Royal Marines finding their way into the base? No, he spawns it out with one single muta. Split off from the group, and the remainder of the Marines going to have to join up with their friends here. All of those do end up getting picked off. That's unfortunate for Royal. He wanted to just slide a few Marines down into the bottom third base here and get a few drones, but it's not going to happen. Royal now pushing towards the natural base. Can he actually get over here before lurkers are finished? I don't think so, but he's powering up. He's going into SKT style. He's getting all of those extra barracks up. He's got his double starport. He's going to have science vessel production here very soon. So we're going to see a very nice SKT, just sort of standard, I guess you could say. Well, there's plenty of different ways to play in this matchup. This is probably the one that we've seen the most, which is just huge amounts of Marine medic with the science vessels to back them up and push away these mutalisks, these pesky mutas, so that the real Marine medics can do their work. And on the other side, we're going to see Queen pumping out a ton of Hydralisks with lurkers and getting into Defiler as well. Where is he going to take this fourth, though? Or is he going to go into pure Hydralisk Defiler? Because I feel like he just doesn't have the muscle in order to take a fourth base unless he goes into that Hydralisk Defiler. And he's got a single evolution chamber. Should be getting a Carapace, but if he's getting Hydralisk attack, we will end up seeing that Hydralisk Defiler style, that Plague Defiler, very heavy Plague style that works so well on maps like this where it's hard to take a fourth base. Oh boy, he might end up losing one of these. Oh, he gets one. Unreal. Picking that off is huge. And he's going to see the dropship as well. Oh no, their Radiate is really, really powerful though. Losing a lot of these mutas here in the process. And try to fly through once again. Oh man, is he going to get this? Oh, it's so close. Just 17 HP. He's going to come through. He's going to get it. Oh, man. 2 science vessels have gone down. And this dropship's actually out on the map. It's in a precarious location. Can he actually pick up and land in this third base? Double drop maybe into the third. Could be really, really strong. We don't have a Nidus network yet. No Nidus network means he could end up getting this down, but more mutas have arrived, more Scourge are here as well, and I don't think he's going to be able to make this work. We'll see though. Here we go, dropping into the third base. Big drop behind the mineral patches. This is going to deal a lot of damage. There's the Nidus network finishing up. The Nidus network is finished. Oh, he's going in with the Scourge. Oh! Doesn't quite get the drop chip there. And the Nidus is done, so Dark Swarm is going to come up and save the day here. Oh, he's sending the drones back. No, 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 no. Drones, 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 drones. Oh, man, that's so many drone kills. That was like 4 or 5 drone kills at least. Oh, another drop into the main. This is a bit desperate from Royal because he knows that the mutas are right around this area. He's gonna send it in, but there's 4 drops. 4 drops into the main. He's going for it. Big drops all throughout the main base. Here we go. There's the scan there, but a Dark Storm comes down. A second Dark Storm will not be had. He's gonna focus down the spawning pool. Spawning pool being focused here by Royal. Can he actually pick off enough in here to make this worth it? He's picking off a ton of lurkers. Lurkers going down left, right, and center. He's gonna get the gas geyser as well. Potentially could go after the Evo chambers. Evo chamber would be a really huge kill if you could get the one that's upgrading the armor as well. Oh, there's a very nice scan. He's gonna get this lurker to the mutas come flying in, but they don't have much HP left, and there's not many of them either. The Marines can almost gun this one down. Not quite. There's one more Marine here in the main base making a last stand, but it does end up getting finished off. And Queen will eventually start to recover here from this crazy series of attacks. More dropships are out on the map, but I almost feel like this is getting to be a little bit stale now. Will he actually be able to deal any damage with drops? No, I don't think so. With that number of Hydra in the main, it's not going to be a possibility. The Ultraless Cavern is done, and he went for armor, so he's actually going to get some Ultras out here. Another drop here into the third, though. This could deal a lot of damage. Here we go. Drone's going to go down here in the third. He could end up picking off the Evo chamber or the extractor as well. Go after the extractor. He's not getting anything done with the Marines just attacking these drones right now. Another drop here into the natural. Natural drop is huge. Really good move here, but oh god, he stops the drops for a second and he loses one of the drops. Oh no, the Scourge picked that off. Marines are gonna pop out. They're trying to deal some damage. Okay, actually this is doing good. He's gonna get the Nidus. This Nidus kill is actually huge. Nidus gonna go down here and he's gonna get irradiates on every single unit here. All of the lurkers are gonna get irradiated, and all of the defilers get irradiated as well. So this is kind of an island base now. There's really nothing to defend, and if this Marine medic group gets down here and onto this base before the Nidus finishes, he could potentially win this right here, right now. Oh man, there's an Overlord over top of that one lurker, so he's trying to get rid of it. He irradiates that. And then he's gonna irradiate the lurker. Oh, a drop! Another drop! He's going after the Nidus again. The Nidus is gonna go down. Royal's gonna take this game. Are you kidding me? Oh man, this is craziness. He's actually gonna get this. The lurker, that final lurker is gonna go down here. And the fire bats with the Marines here. There's only one medic, but he can break this. He gets through. He's gonna get the third base. The third base gonna go down. Oh my god, he's getting in here. He's gonna make it happen. GG. Queen taps out. And Royal, he makes it through to the end. The all kill is his. That sweet reversal after Hero just pummels every other player in the group. Royal brings it back. He gets the clapper and takes home the all-kill prize. Beautifully done there. That was a crazy game. The drops, I didn't think they were going to work well, but he made it happen, man. He kept the drops alive as well. That's a huge part of it. Keeping those drops alive to continuously drop over and over again is so huge. He did a great job of keeping those alive. getting the maximum value out of every single drop he threw out there as well. And wow, that was something else. Royal, absolutely top tier. This guy, maybe my new favorite Terran player with that comeback, dude. Unbelievable. What a great series of games. What a great week of KCM. I can hardly believe my eyes. Terran with a win in an early week of KCM. Look at that. Week 3, they take it away and bump themselves back up into second place. Nicely done, Terran squad, man. That was a fantastic series of games from Royal. That, just what a killer. What a killer, guys. Playing every single style in the book for Terran versus Zerg in that series. Being aggressive, being defensive, playing mech switch, SKT, like just everything. He did everything in that series. I loved it. I hope you loved it too. If you did, guys, give a like for the algorithm. Go ahead and type something down in the comments as well. It really helps me out. Thank you so much for watching. It's been a lot of fun. Definitely sign up for the special event as well in the comments. There is that link, so go ahead and sign up, guys. I'm gonna sign off now, and I'll see you guys in the next week.